Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie and this is Bobbie Reads Tarot, and today let's look into our former and future First Lady, Melania Trump, and see what's going on with Melania. She has not been on, oh, there went all the cards. She has not been on the scene for a minute now, has she? So I want to know what's going on with her. I know that they had said that she was not going to be moving into the White House, which is interesting to not have the First Lady living in the White House. So let's see. She wants to be in New York, apparently, by Barron. So let's get a read for our, like I said, former and future First Lady Melania Trump. As always, these readings are for entertainment purposes only. I'll say it a little louder for the people in the back. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please be kind. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. However, we're going to say our opinions in ways that are respectful and ways that raise our vibration, okay? We don't have to be mean to each other because we have more in common than we have different. Okay. And yeah, so entertainment purposes only, all alleged, make your own opinions, you know, all of that good stuff. Okay, so we're just going to start with general energy of the relationship between our First Lady Melania Trump and her husband, Donald Trump. Well, that's a great way to start it, isn't it? Oh my God. Jeez Louise. This is gonna be a juicy reading. Holy moly. Oh my God. Oh my God. I've never seen so many major arcana cards in one spread. I mean, this is like major themes, you guys. Wow. Okay. So let's just dive right in. So we're starting right off with the Death card. This relationship is done. It is dead. It is over. There is no love between Melania and Donald. She cannot stand him. She doesn't want to be around him. Look at this picture. I mean, these people are like running away. She is like trying to get as far away from him as she possibly can. So, yeah. The challenge is this High Priestess. This is all about secrets. So what's keeping her here is deceit and secrets. Are there secrets that Trump has on her where he's forcing her to stay? Because it doesn't seem like she wants to be there. And it sounds like she has a pretty good prenuptial agreement worked out. So she could leave. Why isn't she leaving? There's some kind of secrets being kept. Things that aren't being discussed, being talked about. This is someone who is incredibly deceitful as well. So we have this Justice card, and this is the energy that we're coming out of. And the Justice card is about having things balanced out in the universe. So like that's what justice means. It means like finding karmic balance, essentially. So I do think that she has recently gotten some justice, and I think it could have come in the form, she did just renegotiate her prenuptial agreement like within the last, I want to say like 6 months. So I think she's going to be compensated a lot more. So she's getting braver, getting ready to walk away. So this is in the past position and this is in the future position. And it's interesting because here she's holding the sword, but she's kind of like walking away. But here she's got the sword and she's fighting. This is all about being independent, taking back your independence. So I do think she's going to take back her independence. And I do think eventually she will leave Trump. Now, that could look one of two different ways. She could actually leave him, or he could pass away. But I do see her in the relatively short future becoming independent, becoming completely independent of Trump. Well, as independent as she can be, leaving him essentially. What's kept her there is being materialistic, overly materialistic, wanting all of the things. Like, she sold her soul to the devil, and she did it knowingly and willingly. She knew what kind of a man Trump was, and she was she was a certain kind of woman, and he was a certain kind of man, and it just is what it is, and they had a very mutually beneficial transactional relationship. And I think that those mutual benefits are starting to become more one-sided. And I think that it's what kept her there. But now the negative far outweighs the benefits. What she doesn't see coming is judgment. She's going to have to be held accountable. And it's interesting because I think we've talked about it before. Russian state media is running photos of Melania that are like her when she was doing nude modeling. And that's how they're like, quote unquote, congratulating Trump on his presidential win, is like showing these pictures of Melania. So Melania has done some things and been involved in some things where she does bear some responsibility. And I do think that she is going to have to be held accountable for her part in it. There is judgment coming. This could also be some judgment for Trump as well, or judgment in the relationship, where like things in the relationship, they're having to answer or account for things that happened in that marriage. Okay. The next card we have is Strength Reversed. So this is the energy that you exhibit. So Strength Reversed is all either brute strength or carnal, like all really carnal. And I think that this is definitely leaning more to that carnal situation. I think this is talking about she's in the situation she's in because it's, how do I explain it? It's cause and effect, right? And I don't wish, ill on anyone. But the fact of the matter is, whatever you choose to do, you will have the same done to you. That's just the nature of this life. So the things that she has done in the past to, be in this position where she had those like carnal things she wanted and where she played with the lion. Well, now she's going to have to answer to that. She's going to have to like deal with I just feel like repercussions, like there's so many repercussions that are coming her way because of her decision to be in this relationship. Her environment is the moon reversed. This is inconsistency. This is absolute confusion. This can be deception. So all of the people that are in her sphere, specifically her sphere and Trump's sphere, it's like such a deceptive, highly secretive. I mean, here we have that High Priestess reversed as well. It's like very deceptive, very highly secretive, secrets being kept, people being manipulated. It's a terrible environment. Then we have this Knight of Wands reversed. This is about miscommunications. Miscommunications. That's interesting. Miscommunications. This can also be a card of being insecure. The Knight of Wands reversed is very insecure. And I'm wondering if that's what's kept her where she is for as long as she's been there as well. Not insecure as like in terms of how she looks or something like that, but like insecure that she's not going to be able to finance the lifestyle that she wants to have. For the final outcome, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about being successful. It's about conquest, and it's about getting clarity. So in the end, I do feel like she's going to get out of this and get clarity and, be successful in her desire to leave. I do feel like she is going to get out. Okay, so let's get some what's the vibe oracle cards As always, if you're ever curious to know what decks I use, click on the description box down below, and there's a link to my website. On my website, I have pictures of all the decks and then links to the different websites where you can buy them. And also, if you are interested in joining our membership, I do monthly tarot readings for members only, and it's where you get to ask questions and I pull tarot cards for you. So if you're interested in joining that, that link to join that is also in the description box down below. Okay, so let's see what else we can get for the energy between Melania Trump and Donald Trump. I want to take that one. What is that? Narcissist. I wonder if she's a narcissist too. I think they're both narcissists. Egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Yeah, I think that card represents both. Oops, no. I think that card very much represents both her and Trump. The energy that I'm getting is that I was just going to say, she did not change who she was until she became a mother. And I feel like Baron is what snapped sense into her. And he is her soulmate, not like romantic soulmate, but when she had him, she saw something in his soul that she recognized spiritually. And it's what changed her, what like drives her, what her priorities are. So I definitely think that that's so funny that soulmate came out when I was just getting ready to talk about when she became a mother. I think Baron is very important to her. I think that they have a very close relationship. Vacay, getaway. Now that Baron is in college and there wouldn't be like a custody situation, she can very well leave too, because she's not gonna have to worry about him fighting her for custody. Baron has graduated. Over your head, overextended. Yeah, I mean, she just felt like she was absolutely drowning in the relationship. She did not want to be first lady the first time. And when he ran again, she was like, absolutely will not do it. I will not do it. And he knew, everyone knew in his camp before they even did this, that she was not going to be present. I'm actually surprised that she showed up, you know, the few times that she did show up, because she cannot stand him. She cannot stand him. I do think she got in over her head. I think that he very much manipulated her and took advantage of her from the beginning. I think he obviously benefited much more than she did from their relationship. So there's always been a weird sense of like tension between them. It's never been love. It's always been transactional. She cannot stand him. Yeah, she has always like maintained her own space. I think like it's common knowledge that they have their own rooms, but she very much does not want to be around him. I feel like she speaks her native tongue always. And I think that Baron probably speaks it too. And I think she does not speak English unless she absolutely has to. And she does it on purpose because she doesn't even want him to be able to understand her. Like she detests him that much that she doesn't even want to speak his language. Clingy. Oh, right here, dead relationships. Yeah, so this is very much a dead relationship. This relationship is very much an over relationship. Okay. So let's see here. What other questions do we have about Melania Trump? I want to know if Melania is ever going to find love with someone else. Let's see. And as always, when we do these readings, this is the energy right now. So I'm reading on November 26th, 2024. So this is the energy as it sits right now. But do remember that people have free will and different decisions can change the energy and change the outcome. So we're looking at the energy as it sits right now. So will Melania Trump find a new love after Trump? Will Melania Trump find a new love after Donald Trump? We have the Temperance card. Your life is in balance. So things will be very balanced for her. the Hanged Man reverse. We've been getting so many major arcana cards. That is so crazy to me. When we have the Hanged Man reversed, this talks about being selfish, and it talks about martyrdom. I'm wondering if something happens to Trump while they're still married, and she uses that as like to become almost like a martyr herself, to become like a Jacqueline Kennedy. That's an interesting vibe I'm getting. Like if Trump passes while they're still married, if she's going to take on that role. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. This queen is all about money and being, she's just like all about the material things. What can she get? But she's also a very dependent woman. So I think if she does get into another relationship, I don't know if it'll be based on love or if it'll be based on her want for finances. Like I think it'll be more like she'll pick someone because they'll give her a better life versus she has feelings or loves someone or, you know, whatever. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is like having the potential for success, but needing to put in some work. So I do think she has the potential to definitely be in another relationship, but she's going to have to put in some work, and she's going to have to decide if she wants to put in that work. She might be satisfied with her single life, how her single life is. And she would have to like essentially start over with someone new, like build from the ground up, unless she was able to find someone who was perhaps like I wonder if she ends up with one of like the Russian oligarchs, someone that she already knows, someone that's already established, maybe someone she's even dated in the past, because she's from Slovenia, is that right? I think she's from Slovenia, but don't quote me on that. If you guys know, drop it in the comment section down below. Netflix and chill. So, she'll have her people, like her stable, you know, where she's got people that she can call that will take care of certain things for her, but I don't think that she's, I think it's going to be a while. And it's interesting too, because this is Inferno and we have so much fire imagery on this card. So I do think that there's going to be definitely a transition period for her. I don't think she's going to transition as easily as she thinks she's going to. I think in her mind, she thinks it's going to be freedom and then she's going to like have her life. But I think that she's been controlled and had to live a certain way for so long that I think it's going to take her some time to readjust to life out in the world, like post Donald. And I do think that there's going to be some kind of weird, you know, feelings, emotions. And I'm wondering if she's either going to get a hard time for leaving him, so she's going to feel guilt because people are giving her a hard time, or if he does end up passing while they're married, is it the guilt of like all the time she wanted him gone and then he's finally gone and then feeling guilty? This is like rock bottom karma, life falling apart. So I'm wondering if this could indicate Trump eventually ending up in jail and her separating from him. This is karma. So like I was talking about at the very beginning, whatever she's done, she's getting back now. So whatever she has like put out into the universe is giving it back to her. So she's very much in a state of like receiving her karma now. And it'll be really interesting to see, you know, what her life does and how her life goes, the trajectory of it. And if her and Trump stay together, or if Trump passes away, and then what she chooses to do after that. I think she's a very complicated person. I think she was once incredibly motivated by nothing more than money and materialistic things. But I do think that when she became a mother, it shifted something in her. And I do think she has very skewed, messed up priorities, but I do think that she has a soul in there now. And she's seeing things from a different perspective that she has never seen them before. Okay, you guys, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, please click the little circle you see on the screen right now so that you can subscribe and hang out with me. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.